The only one holding you back, the only limitation is you. I'll say it again. The only limitation is you. You see, we're the only ones that really hold ourselves back. We like to point fingers to other people. We like to say, well, maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not strong enough. I could never do that. People would think I'm silly. But really, truly, the most frustrating thing in life is that we are our only limitations. It took me 31 years to figure that out. I hope it takes you a little bit quicker than that. But the truth hurts. If you're lucky enough to live in a free country, a free society, and you have a mobile phone, for example, you have more information at your fingertips than anyone ever has before. Now, with that, of course, comes some bad. Obviously, bad things happen in the world, and it's shared in an instant. People can complain about the most mundane things on Facebook or whatever app you use, and sit there and complain. But they're the only ones holding themselves back. You know, I've read many statuses in my day on Facebook or something like that of someone complaining about something in life, and I look and they sit there posting 20, 30 times a day on Facebook, and you wonder what's going on. It's so frustrating to see, but I dealt with it myself. Like having anxiety and having to constantly worry about what other people did. You know what having anxiety did and thinking that way and not trying things did? All it did was just means that I got fewer opportunities than what I could have. And I know you could look at me and you could be like, all right, this guy's got 1,400 subscribers. What does he know? But you know what? None of that matters. I don't care what you think about me because like me or hate me, like button or dislike button, I'm going to keep on grinding. I'm going to keep on working because I believe, I see the direction I want to take and I believe in myself, right? And I'm going to do the work. It's not just the belief. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to move forward. You know, you don't have to see it every day, but I'm going to go on those runs. I'm going to study. I'm going to try to get better. I'm not going to sit around and just relax and do nothing. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks. There's nothing wrong with relaxing, but you have a little amount of time every day. What are you doing with that time? You know, you might be spending more time complaining than not. I want you to learn from my mistakes. I want you to be better, and I want you to realize it. It's the deep thing, but really the only limitation is you. We have this self-talk. We have this belief system that we're not good enough. Maybe it's partly into us instinctual just because we had to fight, I don't know, animals from the past or things like that, or just what it was like growing up. But on top of that, maybe it has something to do with society. Maybe it has something to do with, oh, you have to wear this certain type of clothes. You have to be a certain type of way to be happy. I'm sorry. All that's BS. It doesn't matter. Like, all that matters is what you want. What do you want? Right? Maybe you want to be a YouTuber. Maybe you want to be a dancer. Maybe you don't want to do anything in entertainment and you want to be an engineer. Whatever it is, go for it. Like, work for it. Continue with it. And if you're terrible at it, admit that you're terrible at it and get better. I look back at my old YouTube videos. Some of them are just terrible. The editing wasn't good. I could sit there and keep doing everything the exact same way, or I could try to be better. That's the only two options. Yeah, you can quit. That's fine. But ask yourself this question as well. What if I just continued doing it? You know, I'm in the YouTube for the long game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anyone else says to me. I'm already going to just keep doing this for 5 years and then make a decision. I'm not going to quit so easily. That's what running has taught me. That was just traveling in a foreign country by myself has taught me. And you know what? I'm no different than you. I'm no better than you. I'm no worse than you. I'm just working harder than you. Maybe. I mean, you could be grinding harder than me. That's the whole point. Like, I go on a run some days and it's pouring down rain and there's someone working harder than me. You know, if I sit around and don't want to do a YouTube video tonight or another day and I decide to take a week or two off, there's millions of people out there doing YouTube videos that same day, you know? So that's what it comes down to. What are you going to do with your time? How are you going to treat yourself? What are you going to think? What do you value in life? How do you manage your time? You might not be able to control how smart you are, in a sense, or like your IQ or whatever, meaning you're born with an IQ, but you can choose to learn more, right? You can do that. Now, even easier, you don't have to read a book. You can go on YouTube and do it. You can figure out how to use anything on YouTube pretty much at this point, okay? Maybe you don't like the way you look or something like that. Okay, you can't control everything about the way you look, but you can choose to be healthy if you want to be, or you can choose not to be. But you have to get started, you know? I was the worst person with this. And I still find myself doing this sometimes where I'm just like, I'll talk about doing something. I'll talk about it. What a waste of time, you know? Just do it. Just do it. There's plenty of people are going to go to the gym tomorrow. There's a lot of people that are going to do it. But if that's who you, just do it. Do it now. Go. Or if you're going to read a book or if you're going to do a project, get it done. Stop talking about it and just get started with it. And I don't say it in a mean way because I don't want you to like think of it that way. That's not that. I say it to you because that's the way, like that's how you have to speak to yourself. Because the fear, the anxiety, that little voice in your head saying, well, what happens? What is everyone going to think? What happens if I make a mistake? What happens if I fail? Okay, you'll have to learn from that. But what happens if you kick butt at it? What happens if you're awesome? Think of it that way. Change your mindset completely. Since I've been doing that, things have been working out for me. I've never been happier. Never been happier with my YouTube channel. I've never been happier in my life, just in general, with my relationships and everything else. Believing in myself and just pushing forward. And that little voice that's gone. It might pop in from time to time. I'm going to have highs and lows, but I'm going to keep on grinding. I might have a good day. I might have a bad day. I'm going to keep on grinding. And like I said before, it doesn't matter to me whether you hit that like button, dislike button. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to keep on working. I'm going to keep on grinding. There's nothing you could say to me to stop me from my direction. That's how I want you to be. It's not easy, especially if you're younger, especially if you're a kid. It's not easy, you know. But I tell you the straight up truth because I want you to feel better. And you can come back a couple years from now and you'll see. I'll be up, hopefully closer to the top. But either way, it doesn't matter where I am. 5 years from now, I got only 2,000 subscribers instead of 1,500. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep on grinding. But the last thing I'm going to say is you have to be honest with yourself as well. If you're bad at something, if something's not working out, if you need to be better, like you need to point the finger at yourself then and say, yeah, that was really bad. I'm holding myself back. What do I need to do to be better? Don't be one of those people. There's plenty of people out there in the world that they're going to do it eventually. They're going to do it tomorrow. Or they're just full of excuses. But at the end of the day, they're the ones holding themselves back. That's so frustrating. Don't be that person. Go out there and crush it. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.